Today, I want to tell you about my time playing Street Fighter 2. Specifically, I was playing Ultra Street Fighter 2, and yeah, let's get into it. So this is really just going to be me rambling on. This isn't like an in-depth deep dive. This isn't a major guide on how best to play every character. I am a hobbyist, not a historian. So, you want to put this on in the background. You want to just go do some fucking laundry or some shit. That's what I'm here for. I am just your friendly neighborhood autistic fucking rambling on about shit I like. And first up, we got Ryu. And I have to say, I really like Ryu. I really like Ryu. And I find what I like most about him is how comfortable he is. Because, he really is the best character to start with. But I find something really interesting, which is when you play other fighting games, and even later Street Fighter games, Ryu kind of shows up in everything, as Shotos do. If you play King of Fighters, Kyoko Tsunagi or Ryo Sakazaki, they have some real Ryo bones. But they're different. And it's cool. It's cool seeing how the Shoto archetype that Ryu embodies wholeheartedly is altered, is reimagined in these new and exciting ways. And then you go back and you play Ryu, and even just playing him back in Street Fighter 2, and you see what people were working with, what they were changing, what they were building upon. It's really cool. And it's what I really love about Ryu in general. He is so comfortable to play. Ryu is like getting a blanket from your childhood, and obviously you were a kid, you will have very fond memories, but your memories aren't really anything substantial. So there's a heavy sense of nostalgia, but there's still love. Ryu is a warm, loving blanket that I'm always happy to wrap around, because that's really the best thing about it. It's that simple, joyful comfort. I fucking loved playing Ryu. He was super fun. On the flip side of Ryu, we have Ken. And Ken... oh boy. So everything I just said about Ryu is not true about Ken. Ken is not really like someone I would call grandly influential in the same way, but that's because he is such a unique beast. He's so much faster, he's so much flashier, he's so much more stylish. Like, you learn Ryu, you have fun with Ken. And so that was like, when I first played Ken, it wasn't in Street Fighter, it was in SVC Chaos, which is a game that I have very mixed feelings on. Positive mixed feelings, but mixed nonetheless. And so playing Ken in Street Fighter for the first time was very cool. And yeah, like, he really is the flashier Ryu. He's the stylish Ryu. He's the cool Ryu. And so, going in, I knew he was going to be more, but like, oh, he's so much fun because he's so much different, but still familiar. He still feels comfortable. Yeah, I really enjoy Ken. I definitely understand from both a competitive and casual level why people prefer Ken over Ryu. Why Ken is typically a top tier and Ryu usually isn't, and that's fine. I don't play competitive anyway. I'm an arcade runner. But yeah, man, Ken's cool. While I'm on the topic of Shotos, Akuma, this was, I think, the first time I've played Akuma in anything I know Akuma's really cool. I get it. I understand. Akuma is iconic. But, I mean, maybe this is just on my part. It's like a technical thing. I don't have the source down to get that tasty execution and make Akuma feel as cool as he is to play. And I can fully admit that. I can fully recognize my own faults in playing. I think Akuma's really cool in lore, except for when they retcon that he doesn't kill people. I mean, how the fuck is Gen not dead? Fucking hell. Whatever. Aside from that, my old gripe, Akuma's fine. I definitely didn't have a bad time. If we're gonna round out the Shotos, I will talk about their evil versions that are in Ultra. So yeah, we got Evil Ryu. He's just a tougher Ryu. Evil Ryu and Violent Ken are definitely squishier and do more damage, but neither are at an Akuma level. And I think that's a good balance, but I'm also deeply uninterested in them. And then, yeah, Evil Ryu has a Raging Demon. That's cool. He's just not really that interesting, though. And Violent Ken, I actually really liked. I had a lot more fun with him. I like that he's got an alternate super. I like his ending. I'm not going to be talking about most, if not any of the endings for the most part, because I just don't really have much to say about any of them. But I really like Violent Ken's ending. It's a reference. It references Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, which, if you haven't seen it, is amazing, including the fact that the English dub, for whatever reason, has a bunch of nu metal, like Silverchair and Korn. I don't know why the fuck they did that. I have no explanation, but I don't care because it's awesome. And yeah, at the end, Violent Ken beats M. Bison. He's freed from his mind control, just like in the movie. That's cool. I love that. Obviously, Violent Ken originally started in SVC Chaos, and if I had to face him or Orochi Iori, oh yeah, Violent Ken, 10,000 times out of 10. I fucking hate Orochi Iori. But Violent Ken is super fun in that game, and he's super fun in SF2. So yeah, I had a great time. I have nothing to say about Shin Akuma though. Shin Akuma is just more Akuma. That's cool if you like Akuma. I know they're banned from competitive, and I can definitely understand why. All three of them are banned. I don't care. I have nothing interesting to say about Shin Akuma because it's... I only had one note, which was just more Akumara. That's it. What do you want me to say about Shin Akuma? Whatever. Moving on from the Shotos. So, I'm not good at charge characters. Just full transparency, like many fighting game players. Don't pretend not. I'm not good at fighting. I mean, I'm not good at charge characters. So going into Guile, I had such a good fucking time. Oh my god. Guile is so much fun. Oh, Guile, I kind of knew I was going to enjoy on a very basic level, because I do get his kit, I'm just not good at it. But I had way more fun than I anticipated, and I think that's great. Nothing beats a surprise. Even recognition of my own shortcomings, I'm not good at charge characters. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I had a really good time with Guile. He was a lot of fun, and more importantly, I'm excited to play later games to see where they can take Guile, and this really applies to everyone, but in particular Guile, and evolve him into something greater, something new. And I'm also excited to try out zoning charge characters in other fighting games where, hey, I've never considered them before, but now, maybe. On the other side of things, you got DJ, who is very similar. I find DJ... I feel like he's a bit more movement focused. Like, Guile is turtling. Guile, you get in the corner, and either you're gonna Sonic Boom or you're gonna Flash Kick. But as long as you're in that corner, you're in your opponent's... You're in the danger zone for your opponent. They don't want to get too close because Flash Kick. But if they stay away, Sonic Boom. And so it's like... It's a good position for Guile. I feel like DJ... he makes me want to play it differently. Like I should be kind of a bit more proactive. Almost as if I'm dancing. That's what DJ feels like. He feels like a dance. In a way that no other fighter does. He makes me want to, play a bit less Zona focused. Play a bit more aggressively. I had a great time with DJ. I think he's really exciting. His outfit is deeply uninteresting. And that's a bummer. But, I mean, what can you do? So now for someone I really didn't like playing, and this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I don't care because I'm correct. I did not enjoy playing Chun-Li. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. To me, she feels weighted. And I know that's a strange word to use. When I say weighted, I mean like... Not slow. Not heavy. Just like everything I kind of have to deliberate on. Everything has to be... I have to... How do I word this? Yeah, just weighted in the sense that, like... Everything is a full, grander commitment in a way that I don't think really felt like it applied to other characters. And she was fine, but I'm not the biggest Chun-Li fan. I'm definitely never going to main her, but I probably wouldn't complain. You know who else I wouldn't complain about, but don't want to main? Dhalsim. Dhalsim was definitely interesting. This is the first time I'd ever played Dhalsim, and I have a respect for people that do. I really respect people that can just play Dhalsim very well. Because those people aren't me. Like, it sounds simple, right? But no, yeah, I get it. Dhalsim was cool. He had some sauce. I do not understand how to play him well. The teleportation, it's cool, but it's like, hoy, that is, way over my fucking head. But I get it, I get the fans. I get why he's such a long-running character. I think he's been in, like, every main Street Fighter game, aside from one, but no one gives a shit about that game. Fuck. E-Honda. I really like E-Honda. I don't want to say I am a Honda main, but he is a top 3. Absolutely, Honda is a top 3 character for me. And I mean that both as a character and as a fighter. He is super fun to play. He feels silly, right? He looks silly, he is silly, but he feels silly in such a unique way where I was just left thinking to myself, like, this guy is a fucking moron and I am having a great time. And yeah, that's Honda. I love Honda. I've played Honda in a few games, mostly Alpha and CVS, which just uses Alpha Honda anyway. So, I'm very excited to cover... I'm very excited to do, like, a similar video on those games, on other Street Fighter games, and I'm excited to play Honda. I love Honda. I'm such a big fan. I'm actually kind of really interested in sumo wrestling because of E-Honda, because I think he's really cool, because I think the sport is really interesting, thanks to a guy who fucking flies around and headbutts people. Also, his stage, I love Honda's stage. Oh, it looks so cool. I love the tile background when you win. The dude is just freaking the fuck out. Oh, that's great. Street Fighter 2 is full of stages like that. Fei Long is another one, which I'll talk about him next. Fei Long is another stage where, you know, it's like these beautiful statues of wondrous mystical animals, and then someone wins the match and they just start losing their shit. Ah, it's good shit. Speaking of Fei Long, I've never played him before. I figured he would be really boring because he is just a Bruce Lee clone and doesn't have anything beyond that. And there's nothing wrong with being a Bruce Lee clone. There's nothing wrong with Bruce Lee. But... So Balrog takes obvious heavy inspiration from Mike Tyson. Unless you're a lawyer talking to Capcom's legal team, in which case, no, he doesn't. That's a coincidence, and also shut up. But he has a depth of personality beyond that. Namely, he's very greedy. He wants his fight money. And this works into comedy. He is a jobber. Fei Long, I found, personality-wise, is very uninteresting. It's cool that he's an actor and a martial artist. Sure. Okay, great. But he just isn't that interesting in Street Fighter 2, at least. I don't know, I just didn't really care for his personality. But his personality doesn't matter because he's really fucking fun to play. Oh, he's so cool. I was really having a great time playing Fei Long. I didn't expect it. I really thought, like, I'm gonna hate this. But no. No, Fei Long was sick. I'm actually really excited to play him in Alpha. To play him in 4. Is he in 5? I know he's not in 6, and he's not going to be. Yeah. You know, if he's in 5, well, that's... I bet he looks horrendous. Oh, well. Yeah. Speaking of characters I really didn't expect to enjoy, I actually really fuck with Blanka. Blanka is really fun. What I didn't expect going into Blanka is that Blanka is Felicia from Darkstalkers. I'm not a Felicia main. I generally play Dimitri when I play Darkstalkers. So going in and realizing, oh, this is just Felicia from Darkstalkers, and then having a lot of fun. Maybe I'll give Felicia a little go. Maybe. Because Blanka's great. You know, he uses a bit of charge inputs. He's all about mix-ups and kind of just being weird with the movement and a good, comfortable rushdown aspect. I thought Blanka was super fun, and I am very excited, mostly. I won't explain what that means. Just know that I've been playing some Street Fighter Alpha, or Alpha 3 Upper specifically, and if you know who his second final boss is... Yeah, anyway, you know, I'm really looking forward to testing out Blanka and the rest of the series, and just hopefully having a consistently great time. Cammy. Oh, Cammy. I love Cammy. I mean, in the general sense, you know, who doesn't love a hot woman? But, like, no, Cammy is... You know, I mentioned Honda is in my top 3. Cammy is also in my top 3. We'll talk about my number 1 later. Those two have, like, a... you know, you could switch them out between spots 2 and 3 at any point. Because if I have to play Cammy or Honda, I am gonna have a good time. Cammy feels like what I wish Chun-Li was, which is that she's fast, she's zippy, she's just all about being an asshole. Cammy feels mean to play, because it's all about, like, you're gonna jump? I'm gonna grab you and slam you into the ground. You're gonna fucking block low, I'm gonna kick high. You're gonna try and go for a high, I'm gonna sweep low. It's just, oh, Cammy's fucking fun. I don't care for her stage though. You know, I should balance out my positivity with some negativity. I do not like Cammy's stage. I found it uninteresting, and that's really all I gotta say on that. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. It's pretty, but it's not very interesting. Fuck, who's next? Oh, shit. The Grapplers. T-Hawk and Zangief. T-Hawk first. I played T-Hawk first, and he's fine. He's not a character I found particularly interesting, but, you know, he had some sauce. I found myself more comfortable with him as I played on. He felt just that little bit better each time. Just a progressively better, alright experience each time, like each round. And I wasn't very good at 360s, and I'm still not. So I did find him difficult in that front, but I kind of just got around it. And then Zangief. Okay, T-Hawk, you know, he's got his dive. He's got some good low kicks. He's got ways of compensating if you're not good at 360s to do his grapple. And then fucking Zangief is the opposite in every way. Zangief is, you know, you have to be good at grappling, you have to be good at that 360 motion, or you're so fucked. You are so fucked. You can't do fucking anything. And so, for a time, that was a problem. You know, I was not good at it. And I try not to be like... I'm not blaming the game for my being shit. But, yeah, you know, it's just... I really don't have much to say about Zangief before I learned how to get good at Zangief. Because when I did learn... Oh, I just probably peaked the shit out of my audio. I've probably done that a bunch of times already. Oh well, it's my first time. When I actually learnt how to do 360s a little easier, I get it, Zangief is really fun. He feels monstrous, he feels mean, he feels kind of diabolical, you know? You feel like a big hulking beast. You're just trudging forward, getting ready to slap the shit out of someone. He's got the green hand, which is a dope counter. And can you imagine that? You throw out a fireball and someone just slaps it. An open palm smack and it's gone. He's got the spinning lariat, which is a great movement tech. And then he's got those terrifying grapples. I don't like fighting Zangief because he's a bitch. And I like playing as Zangief because he's a bitch. Because playing that diabolical, evil grappler who is just gonna crush you under his boot, it's very fun. Yeah, it's very fun. Oh, man. I think that leaves only 4 characters left. The 4 Emperors. Ooh. So Balrog, when I told my dad I was doing this, he was like, oh, I used to play that game in the arcades. I mained Balrog. And I immediately knew why. Because Balrog is stupid. Balrog is so funny because there is not a character I can think of who is easier or cheaper or sillier. You don't have to worry about anything when you're playing Balrog. You just hold back, you flick forward, you punch, and then you just repeat until you win. Balrog is dumb. I love Balrog. Vega, I fucking hated. I actually had a bad time playing Vega, which I found kind of interesting that no one else, I was like, this is a truly miserable experience outside of Geef before I knew how to do the grapples good. So, yeah, playing Vega, and it's like, oh, this is a miserable, horrible experience that I don't want to have. Bummer. Well, yeah. I hope he gets better in later games. His ending in Ultra Street Fighter 2 is actually really cool. He wins the tournament, he retires to a life of luxury and riches, and he finds himself yearning to get back into some underground blood sport just so he can kill again. Alright, okay, I like that. It makes me think, what if Patrick Bateman was not a complete loser and actually successful and actually good at anything? Like, it shows a more competent side. So I fuck with it. It's yeah, okay, you know what? Alright. Sagat. Yeah, Sagat is my favorite character. That's it. He's such an overbearing, monstrous force. He just fucking comes in and stomps the shit out of you. It's awesome. I love Sagat. He's so much fucking fun. He feels so mean. He feels so aggressive and cruel and mean and fun. He makes me so happy. Sagat's great. Everything about Sagat. I think his design is that mix of simplicity with uniqueness. Like, he's obviously got the big scar from Ryu's Satsui no Hado infused Shoryuken in the end of Street Fighter 1. He's got the eye patch from when he lost it in a match against Dan Ibiki's father. Yes, I am a lore nerd. It's just... Sagat's so fucking cool. I'm really, really looking forward to playing him in other games. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he's evolved and how he's made better and stronger. And then I get to Street Fighter V and I have to learn whatever the fuck a V-trigger is and I stop having fun. Whatever, that's ages away. So we got a lot of Sagat good times in the meantime. And finally is M. Bison. I really liked M. Bison. I find him interesting in how he controls. He feels very similar to Balrog, but Balrog, I think, is a bit less sophisticated. Like, there is a sophistication, a greater nuance to playing M. Bison, where Balrog feels very belligerent. You really are just the mighty buffalo, whereas Bison is so much more dignified. When he kicks the shit out of you, he's not just a jobber, he is a lord. He is a dictator. He is a mighty, grand figure. And also he's got cool moves, and there's... Man, I don't know. Maybe this is just me going off vibes, but like... Fuck. Bison's cool as fuck. I really love Street Fighter 2.